there's like small jokes that are just like unnecessary.
When mom says, think before you say it, it's like they do the opposite. They make the weirdest and stupidest jokes.
I didn't know they were like being racist to me, but I think it was when I was like going to play soccer at Ashland with my school team, like calling me I'm the captain now. I didn't know what it meant.
I'm the captain now.
Because I don't look like the person who say I'm the captain. I'm not from the same country, so I was like, why would he say that, you know?
Been situations just with sports. I feel like even if I don't know the person, I feel like people expect high standards. Even though I am an athlete, it still kind of hurts me a little bit.
And when I was running track, they always used to tell me, oh yeah, dude, you could do that because you're black. And I was like, all right, whatever. I just kind of went with it because I don't want to be rude.
One time during lunch, we were playing basketball, and I was shooting, and then every spot I was shooting, I made it. And then this white student was saying, "Oh, why are you always making it? Probably because you're black." Yeah, that's probably why.
When it comes to going into the hallways, and there's just that one PE teacher that says, "You should do track," or something like that, it's kind of critical. I'm like, wait, why should I do track? You've never seen me run. I mean, I do have the wheels, but come on now, you've never seen me run before.
Growing up, I was like really sporty, but I wasn't like the top athlete, and just being black, everybody expected me to be like the top athlete for every like sport, and like I don't know, that was just put a lot of pressure on me to do really good in sports. And then when I didn't do really good on a day, I'd put really bad pressure on myself. So,
you know, giving these weird like stereotypic names like Sharkeisha or Isha, you know, anything that has an Isha in it, I was just so upset.
There's been times where, I'm sure for everybody, you just walk in the store, mind your own business, and then the clerk just stares at you for some reason.
I was in the store actually with a friend of mine at the bus station, and I already knew what I wanted, so I was counting how much it would cost, you know, to buy it. And he walks up to us and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "We're gonna buy something." And he's like, "Are you trying to steal?" After I said we're gonna buy something, and he could see the money in my hand because it was like a lot of quarters and stuff. And then he's like, of course he said boy when he was talking to us.
I like to go to the library and read, and when I go to the young adult section, the security dude who's making sure no one steals his books, he literally stands by me every day and like watches me read a book, and it's super creepy. I've never seen him do it to anyone else but me.
Being a man of color in this community is like seeing Sasquatch. You know, you're rare. You don't have it's lonely.
There's an isolation, there's a paranoia that manifests itself.
I can tell that, you know, people look down, white people look down on me. Or like I could just tell by their face expression sometimes, like when I walk past them, that, you know, they're kind of looking at me with that look like they automatically, like they look at me like I'm not human, like I'm something else, like an animal or something, I don't know.
People just look at me different. It's like I'm an alien, sort of, like they don't really, I don't know how to explain it.
You're treated as an alien, you're treated as crazy, you're treated as, no, that can't be, you're lying, you're making that up.
Definitely I have people kind of looking at me like I'm very different. I can feel that. I was in a beauty supply store, and I actually had a group of women who asked to touch my hair, and before I could even say yes or no, they were touching it. And there's like 3 women all touching my hair and talking to each other about what my hair feels like. That does not happen to other people. That does not happen to white people. And those are really awkward situations where I don't necessarily want to be rude, but also I don't want to be touched.
The thing I want to say about microaggressions, which are just all these little instances of comments or little looks or all these sort of things that make you on your toes and paranoid and, you know, poke your ears up. It's sort of like a dog being in a cage. And if you were to go by and hit that dog with a big rock, that dog is going to be traumatized, right? And it's gonna be more watchful. But that big rock, that's like blatant racism. It's this big instance that scars you. But there's also, if you walk by that dog every day and you just throw little pebbles at its face, it's not going to hurt. But after having pebble after pebble after pebble after pebble thrown at this dog's face, once you reach the hand in the cage, there's a good chance that that dog is going to want to bite you, right? And yet, if that dog bites you, it's going to be put to sleep. I want the community at large to start taking responsibility. I'll take responsibility for whether I bite or not, and I want everybody else to take responsibility and look at the little pebbles that they're throwing.